It's for somebody special. Yeah, can't wait it out tonight. Baby, you special. Can't wait it out tonight. Yeah, can't believe it's so. Yeah, 20 nights been so. Baba don't lose composure. Yeah, girl, my champion lover. Would you wait for me, girl? Yeah, cause now you did cross my mind. Would you wait?
Real quick, I just wanted to say that I felt extremely disappointed by Deadpool and Batman, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how many issues of this is coming out, or if this is the only issue coming out. It felt extremely hyped because it's a Marvel DC collab, and I know they hadn't collabed in a long time. But for me, being a beginner in comics, it just still was kind of underwhelming. It was cool to see some of the other team-ups that were thrown into the book, but overall, honestly, I didn't really care for any of it. It's cool to have, I guess. It's nice to have this one. I thought I was gonna like it a lot more. It was honestly pretty boring in my opinion. Or not boring, just underwhelming. Underwhelming. I hate whenever I catch myself doom scrolling, but it's one of those days where I just don't have a lot of energy. Let's go take a walk. Forgot my AirPods. It's peaceful out here though. I have to show y'all real quick. I picked the worst shoes to do what I'm doing right now in. I could not have picked a wider pair of shoes. But we made it to a side quest. This is not at all where I expected to be, but check it out. That is beautiful. Hopefully you can hear the water. I feel like any time that I walk without a purpose, it tends to work out. I always find myself in random spots like this. Okay, besides the fact that I got spiderwebs all over me from going through trails that I probably should not have been going through. Remember to walk without a purpose. It can work out sometimes. 50 subscribers. What a milestone. I have it on my board written that I want to hit 100 subscribers. That is my current goal. And so we are halfway there. And my last video did great compared to, my channel standards. Shout out to you that commented on the last video. It got a good amount of likes, and I was genuinely surprised because I kind of thought I was overdoing the comic book stuff, but people seem to enjoy it, and so it was really cool. I wasn't even gonna show my pickups for the week. I wasn't gonna do it, but then after I saw all of that, and it made my morning. It made my morning. So after I saw the people commenting and that y'all seem to enjoy it, I was like, okay, I can show. We only picked up 2 this time because I admittedly still have a bunch of them to get through. I am reading 2 a day pretty much here and there, but this is still the stack of ones I have to get through, which is about 3, 6, 9 here, and now I got 2 more. So I'm trying to get through them. I've kind of picking up on this with myself. I don't like the idea of having so many comic books that I have not read yet. So when I went to go pick up these two, there was a couple more on my list that I really wanted to get, but I don't want to get too backlogged. Like in my brain, that's gonna mess me up. I'm not gonna like it, and it's gonna make me feel like I'm kind of wasting money if I'm just consistently backlogged on them. So I only picked up two. I'm gonna go back and get more. Feel like I at least need to get that stack down to like 5, and then I'll feel better about going to go buy more. So the first one we got here is the DC K.O event. This one I'm extremely excited about. Pretty much, it's kind of what it sounds like, a big fighting tournament between all the heroes to figure out which one is gonna become the sole person to save and go fight Darkseid. Hopefully I described that well. I don't really feel like I did. But yeah, big fighting tournament pretty much. So that whoever wins will go fight this guy right there. And this is the cover I got. They did have the blind bags for them, which I considered getting, but I saw this one and I just didn't think any of the other covers were like that great. So I kind of liked this one here. It has a little blank page on the front, you know. This is what the actual cover looks like. And then boom, like that. I think that's cool. So I just picked this one up on its own. I didn't want to deal with the blind bag part. Wasn't that hyped about it. I do think it is really cool though. This part too I wanted to show you. Behold your 32 champions. That's all the people right there that is in the fight. I think it's a really cool concept. Really, really cool concept. I love the idea of all of them fighting each other. Yeah, so that's another one I have to get through now. And then I feel like I talk about the Absolute Universe every single time. Absolute Evil came out though, and I actually met one person at work that also reads comics, which was really cool. We had a whole long conversation, and I was one of those people that was like, I probably don't know enough yet to be having like conversations about comic books with other people. But when we started talking about it, I kind of like held my own. I was kind of, proud of myself for being able to hold that conversation. But he said Absolute Evil was great. So, I mean, either way, I was going to pick it up, but it just made me feel like, okay, I'm going to pick it up immediately. Also because this cover seemed to keep selling out at stores that I normally would go to. Like, I was seeing it online sold out a lot, and I didn't like any of the other covers. So when I saw it there, I had to pick it up because I was like, if I get stuck getting one of the other covers, it will kind of annoy me. And yeah, that's the only 2 pickups for the day. I gotta go on a run now. Again, appreciate everybody that watched the last video. If you left a comment, liked it, like I said, I was genuinely surprised. It felt good seeing a video do that well. That was just a video of me doing what I want to do, compared to, I feel like the best videos on my channel so far have been very heavily fashion review related, which I love fashion and it's still going to be a part of this channel, but they kind of don't show my personality that much, I feel like. And so getting to see one that does better than the rest of my other videos based off of just my personality and like what I like was just cool. It was a really good feeling. So yeah, shout out to you if you watched it. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. And yeah, let's continue with this video now. I feel like I keep ending up back in this spot, but this is just going to be my little recording area now whenever I need to talk about comic books, because I just finished DC K.O. I took the time to read it. I did kind of go out of order from the list of ones that I have to read there, but it's just because it was newer. I kept seeing things about it too, and I really didn't want to see any spoilers, so I was like, I'm just going to read it myself. So I did, and it is great. It was like, the hype is definitely worth it for me. And a part that I missed, I don't feel like this is spoiling it too much. There's a bracket back here in the back. So it'll show you all the upcoming fights, who's going to be fighting who. And the main, I'm not going to lie, a lot of them I don't know too much about. I got to keep reminding y'all I am new into a lot of this. I know some lore, but not a lot. This bottom right side here though, this is what really has my attention, because Red Hood and Damian Wayne, I'm imagining that is going to be a great fight. I really am interested in that one. I know enough about, some lore to know that that should be a really interesting one. And then Harley Quinn and Joker are both on the same side, so I'm really kind of rooting for both of them to make it through the first 2 rounds, because I want to see them have a huge fight in round 3. Besides from that, there's some characters that I'm just interested to kind of learn more about. So there's like Swamp Thing. I know Swamp Thing's supposed to be a very iconic character. I don't know much about him, honestly. Like, I've learned a little bit here and there from watching the animated series of Batman and stuff like. I think he even has appearances in Harley Quinn's animated series, which is also why I'm low-key. King Shark is over here in round 1, supposed to fight Aquaman, and I'm rooting for King Shark just because he's hilarious to me in that show. But also, I just feel like his character is way more badass, and I've never liked Aquaman. I just feel like Aquaman's a really corny looking character. I've never cared for him. I'm sorry if you like him. And then there's ones over here that I just feel like are kind of, I don't know, in my head they're fillers. They might be like really good characters, but like there's this one bracket here of Guy Gardner, Firestorm, Jay Garrick, and Cheetah. I have heard of Cheetah before. The other 3 guys I don't really know anything about. Like in my head they're all kind of random for me, so I'm hoping that I can learn a little bit more about them in here. And that's how it goes for a lot of the people on the rest of this list. I've seen the Demon before, but don't really know much about him. I've seen Lobo a lot, but don't really know anything about him either. So there's a lot of characters in here that I'm hoping to kind of learn about as this goes on. Hopefully they don't die too quickly, so I can kind of get an idea of if I am interested in them or not. But in general, DC K.O, I'm giving it 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, whichever number ranking you want to use. This was great. It 100% deserved the hype. As of right now, I would definitely put this in my top 5 for a beginner to get into. I think it was that good. I think you don't need to know much about anything in the past to fully understand what's going on. Like I said, there is some characters you probably won't really recognize or know much about if you're like me, but the storyline is still good, and I think they did a great job of kind of letting you know who everybody was. So yeah, amazing. 10 out of 10. Since I have read it, it is gonna go inside one of these little sleeve things, so I can actually take care of it. There we go. Highly recommend, highly recommend. And that is gonna be it for this video. I feel like I've done a lot of talking this video, or maybe I haven't. I don't know. Sometimes I kind of get lost of like how much I've actually talked in these. As always, I appreciate y'all for watching. I appreciate you if you made it this far, and let me know what you think of DC K.O if you've read it already. If not, again, I'm gonna keep saying highly recommend. And yeah, until next time.
Duffel bag filled to the T. When I look at what I see, I could truly say that's all me. Pack my things up, make some pit stops. Catch me in the hilltops on the side of the country. Came back from being down 1-3. We the 16 Cavaliers, whole team hungry.